धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। Three times Omkaram. Take a deep breath. Don't stop, repeat in your own mind 3 times. Full concentration, devotion, faith. असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा मृतंगमय। ॐ शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम हरि ओम। Please repeat. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity within by controlling nature, internal and external. Do this either by work or worship or psychic control or philosophy, by one or more or all of these, and be free. This is the whole of religion. Doctrines or dogmas, books or forms, or temples are but secondary details. Every soul is a young eagle, soaring higher and higher, gathering more and more strength till it reaches the glorious sun. Strength is life, weakness is death. Teach yourself, teach everyone his real nature. Call upon the sleeping soul and see how it awakes. Power will come, glory will come, goodness will come, purity will come, and everything that is excellent will come. When this sleeping soul is roused to self-conscious activity, self-conscious activity. Let us offer our salutations to all great teachers, to all great saints in the whole world. Let us offer our salutations to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Ma Sharada Devi, and Swami Vivekananda. Rub the palms very nicely, please. Namaste to all of you. We'll continue with our study of Karma Yoga now. We'll move to the last chapter of that list, the ideal of Karma Yoga, B4, beginners, 4th chapter. Yesterday we completed 3rd chapter, we help ourselves, not the world. I wish and hope you are reading, trying to understand, think about it, write down separately your own language about what you have remembered. So that any reference, any point, any time, you can share it with others also. Some study has to be done. 4 or 5 days time is there till next Saturday. So all these 4 chapters, every day one chapter, please read at home. Underline, think, give some cross reference in your own life or in somebody's life. That will be a good research, self-study. That will give you conviction. Otherwise it will float off. It starts new. Please keep it focused. So ideal of Karma Yoga. 2nd paragraph. It's a wonderful idea, language here. Everything that we see, everything that we perceive is struggling towards freedom, from the atom to the man, from the insentient, lifeless particle of matter to the highest existence on earth, the human soul. The whole universe is in fact the result of this struggle for freedom. In all combinations, every particle is trying to go on its own way, to fly from the other particles, but the others are holding it in check. Our earth is trying to fly away from the sun and the moon from the earth. Everything has a tendency to infinite dispersion. All that we see in the universe has for it its basis, this one struggle towards freedom. It is under the impulse of this tendency that the saint prays and the robber robs. Little below, in that same page, freedom is the one goal of all nature, sentient or insentient. And consciously or unconsciously, everything is struggling towards that goal. The freedom which the saint seeks is very different from that which the robber seeks. The freedom loved by the saint leads him to the enjoyment of infinite unspeakable bliss, while that on which the robber has set his heart only forges other bonds for his soul. Now think about this idea. జీవితంలో అప్పుడప్పుడు ఇలాగ ఆలోచిస్తూ ఉండాలండి. Otherwise we are lost in the market. This market is very intricate. No, it is like a surigundam, like a whirlpool. You have no grip, it will suck you inside. You have some support, you have Guru's grace, you have some suggestion, some activity, you are saved. Uddared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet. 6th chapter. Praise yourself by yourself, because you are your own friend, you are your own enemy. Atmaiva hyatmano bandhu. Bandhu. Who is your friend? Yourself. Who is your enemy? Yourself. Nobody outside. We are burning, we are suffering. We are cooking, we are eating. Atmaiva hyatmano bandhu, atmaiva ripuratmanaha. Enemy. All of us, and many more, Prakriti, rushing towards freedom. Andariki swachha kavali. But alanti swachha kavali, again and again I am telling you, freedom for the senses, freedom from the senses. If that is clear, you are on the march. Evariki swachha? An ant is going here, ant, and I put a hand, I am stopping its freedom. Will the ant stop? It will climb and go. Increase the height, make it more difficult for it to go, it will go like this. It won't stop. Increase the obstruction, lengthen it, it cannot go there. I am stopping. It gets irritated. Chirak kalagutunda, chikak. What does it do? It will bite you. Appudu ayyo annu tista. It will tell, why did you block my path? I want to go home. I want freedom. Similarly, my soul, your soul, it wants freedom. Aim freedom, not as you like, do as you like, or today lot of gadbad is going on. Freedom, freedom, freedom. This wants to join that. This wants to join that. Vivekananda Pate poem. He writes a poem, Song of the Soul. In that line comes, freedom, freedom is the watchword of the soul. Somebody is knocking your heart. Freedom. Give freedom to yourself. Don't bind yourself. What are the binding forces? Negativity, lust, greed, complexes, jealousy, depression, oppression. I'll show you some big complexes. One person is climbing up the hill, mountaineer. He tied one rope to his waist and another rope to one stone and climbing, snow-capped mountains. Because as he is climbing, he lost the grip. He could not put his foot, he could not put the pickaxe. గొడ్డలు అక్కడ వేయలేకపోయాడు, గ్రిప్ లేదు, జాని పడ్డాడు 200 feet. పడుతూ ఏమైంది, that rope got stuck up. That rope got stuck up and he was dangling. He was dangling in the air. Nothing to hold. No tree, no stone, nothing. And cold wind. Very cold. He is moving left, right. Help me, help me, help me. As he is helping, body is also going like this. First round. Then that tadu rope is tightening around his waist. Oh, suffocating. Then he heard a voice. It was darkness. It was darkness. He heard a voice. There is a knife in your pocket. Take that knife and cut the rope. You will be free. This man got so angry, so angry. He said, "You fool! I am asking you to help me. You are telling me to cut the rope and die." No, I won't do that. All right, said the voice and disappeared. Still again shouting, again wind, again it's moving here, there, tirutunadu kuda. Control ledu. He is at the mercy of the wind. Help me, help me, help me. Again after 5 minutes voice, I am telling you there is a knife in your pocket. Take it and cut it, you will be free. And you idiot, you fool. Come and help me if you can, don't give me suggestions. All right, quiet. Morning, after sunrise, the villagers are coming with their cows and their calves and goats to the mountain side for getting some grass. They saw the dead body of this mountaineer hanging 5 feet from the ground. Just 5 feet. You see? If he had cut the rope, just 5 feet fall. He would have saved himself. But he did not listen to that suggestion. Somebody was suggesting, his own mind was suggesting. He did not listen. ఒప్పుకోలేదు, అహంకారం. ఎందుకు వినాలి? వచ్చి హెల్ప్ చేయాల. జస్ట్ 5 feet ఊగుతూ ఉంది, ఫ్రోజన్ టు డెత్. ఇంకెక్కడ ఫ్రీడమ్? వచ్చింది యూజ్ చేసుకోలేదు. అందుకే శాస్త్రేషు గురువాక్యేషు విశ్వాస శ్రద్ధ. హ్యావ్ ఫెయిత్ ఇన్ ద వర్డ్స్ ద గురు అండ్ ద స్క్రిప్చర్స్. ఊరికనే చెప్తారు, ఊరికనే చెప్పారు కాకమ్మ కథలో. ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ ఫ్రీడమ్, దెన్ యూ కంప్లైన్. Whole society, what Swamiji is telling, everything is rushing towards freedom, from the tiniest particle. But some force is holding it back. That force is your desires, that force is your selfishness. Odalde, Maya. Why should I? Why should I? Why should I? So you sensitive mind develop chesukovali. Why are you coming here? Week after week, Saturday, Sunday, leaving everything. What is your question? What is your answer to yourself? Naaku akkarleda samadhanam. I don't want it. You answer yourself. You answer yourself. All of you 100 people answer yourself. ఎందుకు ఇది? ఎందుకు ఈ సాధన? అసలు ఏంటి పర్పస్? ఏం చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారు మీరు? ఏంటి మీ బ్లూ ప్రింట్? ఈ ప్రకృతికి ఒక నియమం ఉంది కదా. సో నాకు నియమం లేకపోతే ప్రకృతితో ఐ కీప్ ఫైటింగ్, ఐ కీప్ స్టక్ అప్. See the beautiful language. Freedom is the one goal of all nature, sentient or insentient, consciously or unconsciously, everything is struggling towards that goal. The saint is seeking freedom in meditation, the robber is seeking freedom in robbing somebody. అందరికీ స్వేచ్ఛ కావాలి. సో ఎలాగ స్వేచ్ఛ డెవలప్ చేసుకోవాలి, అది ఐడియల్. దట్ షుడ్ బి యువర్ గోల్. కర్మయోగా. డోంట్ యు వాంట్ ఫ్రీడమ్ ఫ్రమ్ డిసీజెస్? That is why yogasanas. Don't you want freedom from ignorance? That is why school, college education. Some knowledge, some science, some maths. Don't you want freedom from stress, etc.? Sleep well. Do your work with detachment. Anandam by Brahma. Andarki freedom kavali. But last sentence steppinchanu meeku. Quotation of Vivekananda. What did you do? 5 things you will get if you rouse the soul. 5 things. What will you get? Can you remember? Last quotation. Teach yourself. Next. Teach everyone. Even నేర్పించాలి? Real nature. Repeat చేయండి మళ్ళా. Teach yourself. Teach everyone. His real nature. Call upon the sleeping soul and see how it awakes. Power will come. Glory will come. Goodness will come. Purity will come. And everything that is excellent will come. See, 5 important qualities. What are they? Power will come. Next, glory will come. Goodness will come. Purity will come. And everything that is excellent will come. 5. ఇక్కడ ఒక clause ఏంటి? Will come. Vivekananda did not use the word may come. Shall come. No doubt. May come, shall come అంటే ఒక డౌట్ ఉంటుంది. విల్ కమ్. వివేకానంద ఆదేశం అది. విల్ కమ్ అంటే విల్ కమ్, రావాల్సిందే అది. ఇట్ కెనాట్ గో ఎనీవేర్ ఇట్ లైక్స్. ఇట్ హ్యాస్ టు కమ్ టు యూ. వెన్ విల్ ఇట్ కమ్ టు యూ? వెన్ ఇట్ విల్ కమ్ టు మీ. లాస్ట్ సెంటెన్స్. వాట్ ఇస్ ద లాస్ట్ సెంటెన్స్? వెన్ ద సోల్ ఇస్ రౌస్డ్ టు సెల్ఫ్ కాన్షియస్ యాక్టివిటీ. సెల్ఫ్ కాన్షియస్ సెల్ఫ్. వాట్ ఇస్ దట్ సెల్ఫ్? ఆత్మజ్ఞానం. ఆత్మజ్ఞానంతో పనిచేయి. యూఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు ద కిచెన్ టు కుక్ మీల్స్ ఫర్ యువర్ ఫ్యామిలీ. ఆత్మజ్ఞానం. సెల్ఫ్ కాన్షియస్. యూఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు ది ఆఫీస్ టుమారో మార్నింగ్, మండే. సెల్ఫ్ కాన్షియస్. యూఆర్ డూయింగ్ యోగాసనాస్. సెల్ఫ్ కాన్షియస్. యూఆర్ టేకింగ్ బాత్. సెల్ఫ్ కాన్షియస్. మర్చిపోతాం. హ్యూమన్ నేచర్. బట్ వాట్ షుడ్ బి యువర్ సాధన? రిమైండర్స్. హే, వాట్ ఆర్ యూ డూయింగ్ మై ఫ్రెండ్? మీకు మీరే సజెషన్ చేసుకోండి. వాట్ ఆర్ యూ డూయింగ్? Why are you doing? Why are you forgetting? Go back to your school days. Your mother told you, don't forget. అది ఈరోజు మర్చిపోతాం. Don't forget tiffin box. You also forgot. Your children also will forget now. Again reminder. So at every stage we have to remind ourselves. We need guides. We need goalposts. ఇలాగ freedom. So this is the song of freedom. Okay? Next. నేను అటు లైట్ అక్కడ చూడు, మధ్యలో ఏమీ వేయలేదే. పైన ట్యూబ్ లైట్లు, పైది చిన్నవి, పెద్దవి కాదు. చీకటిగా ఉంది అక్కడ. 3 వేయలేదే. ఎస్. 119 ప్లీజ్, పేజ్ నెంబర్ 4th line చూడండి. When we see a man doing good work, helping others, it means that he cannot be confined within the limited circle of me and mine. There is no limit to this getting out of selfishness. All the great systems of ethics preach absolute unselfishness as the goal. Supposing this absolute unselfishness can be reached by a man, what becomes of him? Question. He is no more the little Mr. So-and-so. He has acquired infinite expansion. That little personality which he had before is now lost to him forever. He has become infinite, and the attainment of this infinite expansion is indeed the goal of all religions and of all moral and philosophical teachings. Next page. 120, second line. Karma Yoga is the attaining through unselfish work of that freedom which is the goal of all human nature. Every selfish action therefore retards our reaching the goal, and every unselfish action takes us towards the goal. That is why the only definition that can be given of morality is this: that which is selfish is immoral, And that which is unselfish is moral. Repeat the last sentence please. Italics lo undi chudandi. That which is selfish is immoral. Loudly. That which is selfish is immoral. And that which is unselfish is moral. So karma yogis, వాళ్ళ మెయిన్ motto ఏమిటి, వాళ్ళ మెయిన్ వెపన్ ఏమిటి? అన్సెల్ఫిష్నెస్, నిస్వార్థ భావం, మీ అండ్ మైన్ అనే ప్రశ్నే రాదాడికి. goes on doing work for the sake of the society. He is helping himself. What is the motto of the Ramakrishna mission? తెలుసా మీకు? గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి ఎవరన్నా అడిగితే. ఏ ఆధారం, ఏం దీని మీద మేము మా పనులు చేస్తున్నాం? ఆత్మనో మోక్షార్థం జగతితాయ చ, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. ఆత్మనో, వివేకానంద రాసింది ఇది. దట్ ఈస్ అవర్ మిషన్ స్టేట్మెంట్. ఫర్ ఆల్ యువర్ కంపెనీస్ దేర్ విల్ బి మిషన్ స్టేట్మెంట్, ఇస్ ఇట్ నాట్? Infosys, BHEL, it is written in the office itself of the CMD or MD. What is written there? We stand by this. ఇది మా ఆధారం, ఇది మా పిల్లర్స్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద పిల్లర్ ఫర్ రామకృష్ణ మిషన్ వర్క్? ఆత్మనో మోక్షార్థం జగతితాయ చ. ఆత్మనో మోక్ష, ఫ్రీడమ్ ఆఫ్ ద సెల్ఫ్, అండ్ చ అంటే అండ్, జగత్ హితాయ, సర్వీస్ ఆఫ్ ద సొసైటీ, వెల్ఫేర్ ఆఫ్ ద సొసైటీ. దిస్ ఈస్ అవర్ డైలీ లైఫ్. We are not trying to change the world or break the world or modify the world. We are serving the world. Automatically the change will take place. Serve karo. Jagat hita, welfare. Somebody wants education, somebody wants medicine, somebody wants knowledge, somebody wants meditation, somebody wants some other help. Help kadu, seva. Jagat hitaya cha. That is our motto. Remember it? Please repeat. Atmano mokshartham जगत हिताय च. आत्मनो मोक्षार्थम जगत हिताय च. जगत हिताय च. Buddha had followed this. Buddha had told something else. What is that? Bahujana hitaya, bahujana sukhaya. Akkadi nunchi probably Swamiji had taken jagat hita. Instead of bahujana, he made it whole jagat. Not just janam, but the whole prapancham. Jagat hitaya cha. Wherever it is there, service. So, freedom is one goal, beyond me and beyond unselfishness. What happens when you start doing unselfish work? You become infinite. You become infinite. You are no longer in this tiny body-mind complex. Go on expanding, go on expanding, go on expanding. Use your knowledge for the good of the society, for the welfare of the society. Just yesterday you saw that Dr. Prakash Amte video. All the animals, wild animals, snakes, everything, he is playing with them, he is loving them, he is feeding them. He developed that infinity. What is inside he is seeing there. Animals also have reacted, are becoming his friends. As much as he loves the human being, he loves nature also. So what is the problem? So this approach of unselfishness is morality should be spread far and wide. The same thing, page little below. The goal of all nature is freedom, and freedom is to be attained only by perfect unselfishness. Every thought, word or deed that is unselfish takes us towards the goal, and as such is called moral. That definition you will find holds good in every religion and every system of ethics. In some systems of thought, morality is derived from a superior being, God. If you ask why a man ought to do this and not that, their answer is because such is the command of God. So sometimes it comes through your own self, it comes through a book also. Ethics, dharma, values. Then we move forward. Second paragraph of page 121. Telugu book equivalent చూసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళండి. రఫ్గా కొంచెం కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ వస్తుంది. Karma Yoga, therefore, is a system of ethics and religion intended to attain freedom through unselfishness and by good works. The Karma Yogi need not believe in God also, may not ask what his soul is, nor think of any metaphysical speculation. He has got his own special aim of realizing selflessness, and he has to work it out himself. Every moment of his life must be realization, because he has to solve by mere work, without the help of doctrine or theory, the very same problem to which the Gnani applies his reason and inspiration, and the Bhakta his love. Next question. What is this doing good to the world? Can we do good to the world? Answer himself Vivekananda is giving. In absolute sense, no. In a relative sense, yes. Very important point అక్కడ చూడండి. Karma Yoga, one way is not just physical work. It requires lot of mental preparation also. Chala important. One doctor wanted to do seva, inspired by Karma Yoga teachings. He went and stayed in Mysore for forests, tribal hills, Chamarajanagar. At that time Veerappan and others were very powerful. He was little egoistic. Knowledge వచ్చింది, MBBS, passed out, good marks, everything. So I will do seva to the villagers, to the tribals. So he was doing like this. Tribals won't accept so easily. Unless you live with them, eat with them, slowly, for years and years, they will only come to you. Otherwise, they'll brand you as some exploiter. Then one day he came to know that a middle-aged girl, lady, will be delivering a baby. So he was very happy. Says, I am the doctor from Mysore Medical College. Good opportunity for me to prove that I am a good doctor. I will help the delivery of the baby. And he was taking all these medicines, first aid kit, going uphill. Konda Parvatalu, Girijana Pradesham, tribals. Suddenly heavy rain, landslide, burda, he could not move. He did not know the route. He stopped. He came back. He thought, morning I will go. Early morning he went. Crossing the trees and landslide, matti, burda. An old lady was coming down. An old lady. He said, brother, where are you going? I am going to that house where that girl was about to deliver the baby. That lady did like this and told, brother, midnight itself, baby was delivered. We helped her. You go and sleep, don't waste your time. Huh? Baby delivered her. I am the doctor. How can the baby be delivered without my permission? You see his ego? He wants to do seva, but he thinks he is the Lord God. No, I want to see the baby. I have to certify. All right, let me put the drops in the baby's eyes, in the umbilical cord, and give some nourishment to the mother. All right, nee karma po. That lady said, and she went her way. This man slowly went to that house. Tuck, 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 tuck. No answer. Tuck, tuck, tuck. I am the doctor. I am so and so. I want to help you. I want to see the baby. No answer. He got little upset. Cold, windy, tribal area, foggy. He has come in the burda. He is losing his patience. He shouted, please open the door. I am the doctor. I am not anybody else. If you don't open, I will push the door and come. Moment he said, I will push the door and come, that one small voice from inside came. What is that voice? Brother, please don't come inside. Please don't come inside. I will be ashamed if you come inside because there is no cloth on my body. Don't come inside. Tamudu, లోపలికి రావద్దు, చీర లేదు నా ఒంటి మీద. He left the kit there. I was shocked. What are you talking, Amma? Yes, brother, I've got only one sari in my life. My property is only one chira. And that chira, that old ladies came in the middle and used it for delivery. Go outside and see on the roof, they've kept it for drying. So if you come inside, brother, I will be feeling ashamed. So please don't come inside. Sank there. కుంగిపోయాడు. Collapsed. తల తిరిగిపోయింది. What? 35-40 years of independence? One Girijana Prantam girl has no sari, extra sari for her protection? What am I talking? I will do this seva. I am the Lord God. I am the doctor. I come with that ego. Whole thing crashed. His ahankaram churna అయిపోయింది. ముక్కలు అయిపోయింది ఆ క్షణం. He says, if that is the condition, my life will be here. Not in Mysore, not in Bangalore, or not in America. I should be with these people. He went for 15 days in 1975. From that day till today he is there only. He is going on doing seva. He has got a base in Mysore. He started a movement called Vivekananda Youth Movement. And he brings all the youngsters of the tribal areas, ladies and gents, boys who are college students, gives them education in Mysore, gives them leadership training, makes them leaders in of groups of the hamlets, so that zamindars won't exploit, police won't harass, they will lead a good life, and he has turned into a very big activist. He went to jail many times. He was beaten by the police many times. Many this one movements like Anna Hazare is inspired by Anna Hazare in that area of Mysore. He is into it. Okay, once a year he comes here also. Leadership training in diploma here there, certificates by Mysore University. It is what came as that ego, and that lady is telling I don't have an extra sari. He simply swept him off his feet. I have to do something else. Vivekananda's vision of seva is different. Karma yoga I have to do. And later, after some time, he says, after 5-10 years, again ego came. Again ego came. I am doing everything, I am doing everything, I am doing everything. Me and mine. Again, as if Vivekananda is hitting him, slapping him, he said, what fool you are doing? Yesterday we read, one tsunami, one earthquake, one volcano can destroy all your charities, can destroy all your hospitals. What can you do? You can only serve the Lord as much as in your hands. Don't try to build up everything. Seva karo. Reading all this, one NRI in America by name Manoj Bhargav. He came to India, little upset, little depressed. They came across these Karma Yoga lectures. As long as possible you go and do. He went back to America. He had very little money. Then he started one company called Energy Drink. 5-hour energy drink. Became so famous. Every American sportsman has something in his hand. 5-hour energy drink. He earned millions and millions of dollars. Became richest man. Then again he got to know, what am I doing with all this? What change I can bring? What seva I can do to the society? So the entire funds, keeping only 2% for this one, 95% he is spending for electricity generation in South Africa, in India, in backward areas of the world, selected, and electricity generation, giving back to society. Health centers in Himalayas, in other places. His video is there. Bring the change. We don't go home and see in night. Manoj Bhargav. Just type Manoj Bhargav. You'll find his interviews. He's telling what Vivekananda wanted, I am trying to do it. I am trying to do. Not that I will completely do. He's inspired by Swami Vivekananda. Karma Yoga philosophy. How it enters to unknown people and makes them work for these ethics and values. Alright? So, next point. Page number 124. Nana, what happy? Much చూస్తా ఉండు, half an hour అయిన తర్వాత ఆపి కంటిన్యూస్ గా కర్లే. Fifth line you see, the lamp is constantly burning out and that is its life. If you want to have life, you have to die every moment for it. Life and death are only different expressions of the same thing looked at from different standpoints. They are the falling and rising of the same wave, and the two form one whole. One looks at the fall side and becomes a pessimist. Another looks at the rise side and becomes an optimist. When a boy is going to school and his father and mother are taking care of him, everything seems blessed to him. His wants are simple. He is a great optimist. But the old man, with his varied experience, becomes calmer and is sure to have his warmth considerably cooled down. So old nations with signs of decay all around, they are apt to be less hopeful than new nations. There is a proverb in India, 1,000 years a city and 1,000 years a forest. This change of city into forest and vice versa is going on everywhere, and it makes people optimists or pessimists according to the side they see of it. So, dying అన్నారు వివేకానంద, భయపడకండి. భయపడకండి. డయింగ్ అంటే ఇక్కడ నాట్ యువర్ పర్సనల్ డయింగ్, డయింగ్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ ఈగో, డయింగ్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ వీక్నెసెస్. యు ఆర్ బ్రీతింగ్ and breathing out thousands and thousands of times every day. As you breathe in, 1,000 bacteria are going and dying so that you are living. Don't forget that. You are eating 4 times a day: breakfast, brunch, lunch, snacks, tea. 4 times, 5 times. Sometimes 6 times. Friends వస్తే ఆర్ మార్కెట్లో సడన్గా రుచి తెలంగాణ రుచులు కనబడితే 6 times. Every morsel that is going and into your throat and entering into your body, millions are sacrificing. Don't forget that. ఎవరో ఒకళ్ళు చచ్చిపోతున్నారు నీకోసం. Behind this shirt, hundreds have sacrificed. That man may not have worn a shirt or worn a saree. పచ్చంపల్లి శారీస్ వేసుకుంటారు కదా, దాని వెనకాల తెలుసా మీకు, ఒక్కొక్క శారీకి 10,000 times చెయ్యి ఊపాలంట. వెళ్ళి చూడండి, బార్గెన్ చేయకండి, తర్వాత మీ చేయి పడిపోద్ది. Can you imagine one lady has to use her hand 10,000 times for one saree? Seeing this condition, one 6th standard dropout man built a small machine by which the movement of the hand has come down from 10,000 times to 1,000 times. That is his seva to the society. He used his head and heart. He is not an engineer. He is just, it came out as innovation for the welfare of the society. ఎంతమంది త్యాగం చేస్తున్నారు. The bacteria will tell, hey, why are you killing me? Bacteria are complaining. For your living, we have to die. అవి అడుగుతున్నాయి మీ ముక్కులో. Is it not? If all of them say, no, we will not allow you to live, then we call it జ్వరం. We suffer. ఒక బ్యాక్టీరియా లోపలికి వెళ్ళి మీరు పాఠం నేర్పిస్తాను. మా బ్రదర్స్ని చంపాడు కదా, నేను కొంచెం ఇరిటేట్ చేస్తాను, కడుపులోకి వెళ్ళి గురు 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 అంటుంది. తెలుస్తుంది రేపు ఉదయం ఏమవుతుందో. I have some concern. Karmayogi is feeling for the people. Don't simply be arrogant and say everything is mine. What is yours? Have you come? కబీర్ దాస్ అంటాడు కదా, ఏం చేసావు నువ్వు అర్హత చూపిస్తున్నావు? Did you come anything with your hand? Will you go with anything in your hand? Going and coming कुछ भी नहीं है. बीच में क्या बोलता है? मेरा 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 बोलता है. जाने के समय कुछ भी नहीं है, आने के समय कुछ भी नहीं है, बीच में ड्रामा दिखाता है. मेरा 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 मेरा. मेरा ठीक है भाई, तेरा भी मेरा. అక్కడ ప్రాబ్లం. मेरा भी मेरा ठीक है. दिस इज ग्लास इज माइन, तो तुम्हारा ग्लास भी मेरा है. नहीं नहीं नहीं, तुम भी मेरा है. ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ వినాశకాల విపరీత బుద్ధి, ఎక్స్ప్లాయిటేషన్ అంటారు. నీ వస్తువు నాకే ఓకే, నేనే తీసుకోలేనా? నో, యూ ఆల్సో ఎంటర్ బాండెడ్ లేబర్, స్లేవరీ, ఎక్స్ప్లాయిటేషన్. ద నేచర్ ఇస్ ఇంబ్యాలెన్స్డ్. యు ఆర్ నాట్ గివింగ్ బ్యాక్. అందుకే దెబ్బలు పడతాయి. యంగ్స్టర్స్ అండ్ అదర్ పీపుల్, గ్రోన్ అప్ పీపుల్, ప్లీజ్ రీకాస్ట్ యువర్ థాట్ ప్రాసెస్. జీవితంలో ఏం కావాలి? మండే టు సాటర్డే మే కర్మయోగా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. యూ మే బి సక్సెస్ఫుల్, యూ మే నాట్ బి సక్సెస్ఫుల్. యాజ్ దే సే ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్, యువర్ అటెంప్ట్ మే బి ఎ ఫెయిల్యూర్, బట్ దేర్ షుడ్ నాట్ బి ఎ ఫెయిల్యూర్ ఆఫ్ ఎన్ అటెంప్ట్. ఏమి చేయకుండా ఎవరిని కంప్లైంట్ చేస్తే లాభంలే, చేసి కంప్లైంట్ చేయి. ఏమి జరగలేదే, చేసామా అసలు? ఈజ్ ద ప్రాసెస్ ఓకే? ఈజ్ ద మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ ఓకే? కుకింగ్ బాగాలేదు, ప్రాసెస్ ఈజ్ రాంగ్. Not with the fire, not with the pappu, not with the masala problem. Problem is with your brain. You understand that point? ఎక్కువ మాడిపోయింది, ఎలా మాడిపోయింది? యూఆర్ కేర్లెస్. ఆ టైంలో మొబైల్ ఫోన్ వచ్చి ఉంటుంది, రింగ్ అయ్యి ఉంటుంది. అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి హలో జీ, ఇక్కడ మాడిపోతుంది జీ అంటే ఇండోర్ అమ్మ మాడిపోయింది, అవ్వ మాడిపోయింది. ఎవరి పక్కకి వెళ్ళమన్నారు? వై కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ ఇస్ నాట్ దేర్. వై ఆర్ యూ సో కేర్లెస్? Then what karma yoga you are doing? It is karma roga. It's not karma yoga. So see the point here. Next we move little further. Okay, page 128 please, second paragraph. Absolute equality, that which means a perfect balance of all the struggling forces in all the planes, can never be in this world. Before we attain that state, the world will have become quite unfit for any kind of life, and no one will be there. We find therefore that all these ideas of the millennium and of absolute equality are not only impossible, but also that if we try to carry them out, they will lead us surely enough to the day of destruction. What makes the difference between man and man? It is largely the difference of the brain. So, equality. అందరూ సమానంగా ఉండాలి, అందరికీ ఇది కట్టాలి, వీలు కాదు. We can bring about some percentage of change. When the wave is high, somewhere wave is low. And after some time, that place will become high, another place will become low. This give and take is always going on in nature. If you know skiing అంటారు చూడు, American game, on a board, they will go like this and like this. That is the art of work. పైన అలా ఉన్నా పైకి వెళ్తాడు, కరెక్ట్గా కిందకు వస్తాడు, మళ్ళీ పైకి వస్తాడు, మళ్ళీ కిందకు వస్తాడు. Wonderful game in America, challenge. There will be nothing, it's a wonderful gliding. So life will be ups and downs. Don't expect to cut everybody in the same size. అందరినీ ఒకే దీంట్లో తీసుకురాకండి. సేవ చేయండి, తర్వాత వాళ్ళకి చేంజెస్ వాళ్ళకి వదిలేయండి, ఫోర్స్ చేయకండి. In Greece, there was a kind of villain in the outskirts of Greece, Athens. ఒక విలన్ ఉండేవాడు, విలన్. ఆడి దగ్గర ఒక బెడ్ ఉండిందట, బెడ్. దట్ బెడ్ సే అబౌట్ 5 feet 5.5 feet బెడ్ అనుకుందాం. విలేజర్స్ని పిలిచేవాడు, ఊరికి వచ్చే వాళ్ళందరినీ పిలిచేవాడంట. కమ్ అండ్ టేక్ సమ్ రెస్ట్ ఆన్ మై బెడ్. సో హీ విల్ గివ్ సమ్ నిద్ర మందు టు దెమ్ వితౌట్ నోయింగ్. దే విల్ బి స్లీపింగ్ ఆన్ ద బెడ్. ఇఫ్ దే ఆర్ వెరీ టాల్, హీ విల్ కట్ దేర్ లెగ్స్. If they are very short, he will pull their legs. He said, my bed is the measurement in the entire town. ఇదే వచ్చిన ఈక్వాలిటీ ప్రాబ్లం. పొట్టిగా ఉంటే లాగుతాడంట, పొడుగ్గా ఉంటే కాళ్ళు కట్ చేస్తాడట. దీనికంటే ఎవరు ఇది అవ్వకూడదు. సమాజవాది ప్రోక్రాస్టినేషన్ బెడ్ అంటారు. సో యూ కెనాట్ పుల్ ఇట్ ఆఫ్. దట్ ఈస్ ది ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది సొసైటీ. Equality will be there, inequality also will be there. What a creation. Cow dung and sandalwood. ఉంది కదా? Go to a garden, rose garden, behind the rose there is a thorn. What a creation. అది ఎందుకుంది? నేను థార్న్స్ అన్ని ముళ్ళని కట్ చేసేస్తాను, రోజెస్ మాత్రం ఉండాలి. చేయి చూద్దాం, చేయి, రేపు చెట్లేమీ ఉండవు. That has got its own mechanism. Sometimes we have got two noses, two holes. Sometimes only one will work. What will you do? Put pipe inside. Treatment తీసుకోవాలి. తర్వాత after some time by afternoon, this will work, this won't work. What will you do? Cut this? Stitch it up? No. Inequality is there. Lungs are working, kidney won't work. One kidney will work, one kidney will not do. So when you have a Karma Yoga, according to that need, you do the seva and be detached. But keep on doing good work. By that, you become purest of mortals. మీ జీవితం మారుతుంది. అలాగ 1000 మంది తీసుకుంటే ఆ యాక్షన్ ప్లాన్ని, ఇట్ బికమ్స్ గుడ్ ఫర్ ది సొసైటీ. ప్రశాంతత, ఒక పీస్ఫుల్నెస్ విల్ కమ్ ఇన్ టు అవర్ లైఫ్. ఓకే, అండ్ దర్ ఇస్ ఎ బ్యూటిఫుల్ మెసేజ్ హియర్, పేజ్ నెంబర్ 128 ప్లీజ్. సెకండ్ లైన్ చాలా మంచిది అది. We are all being dragged along by this mighty complex world machine. చూడండి, ప్రపంచం ఏమిటి? కాంప్లెక్స్ వరల్డ్ మెషిన్. There are only two ways out of it. What is the first way? To give up all concern with the machine, to let it go and stand aside, to give up our desires. That is very easy to say, but it's almost impossible to do. I do not know whether in 20 millions of men one can do that. The other way is to plunge into the world, learn the secret of work, and that is the way of Karma Yoga. First way ఏంటి? Pronunciation. త్యాగం చేసి, ఈ పనొద్దు, నాకు ఇదొద్దు, go away, give up. How many can do? 1 in 20 million. Ramakrishna Mission or Ramakrishna Math start అయ్యి 120 years అయింది. 1897 it started. We are into 120th year. In this 120 years, 120 years, more than a million, 1 century, we have got only 1,500 Swamis. Only 190 branches of the order. ఎంతమంది లక్షల పిల్లలు ఉన్నారు ఇండియాలో? 60 to 70% యూత్. అందరూ త్యాగం చేయలేరుగా, అందరూ వదలలేరుగా. నాది 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 ఎంజాయ్ చేయాలి. దాంట్లో కొంతమంది బయటకు వస్తారు, తిరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. కొంతమంది అంటారు నో మోర్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ కమింగ్ అండ్ గోయింగ్, కమింగ్ అండ్ గోయింగ్, కాంప్లెక్స్ వరల్డ్ మెషిన్. ఎందుకు పడి 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 వీఆర్ బీయింగ్ గ్రైండెడ్ డే ఆఫ్టర్ డే. అవర్ లైఫ్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ ఆఫ్ విత్ ఇట్. దెన్ హీ బికమ్స్ ఎ మాంక్. ఏదో సంస్కారం, ఏదో మంచి ఫీలింగ్స్తో వస్తాడు. అందరూ మళ్ళీ సక్సెస్గా ఉండలేరు, మళ్ళీ వెళ్ళిపోతాడు. ఒకళ్ళిద్దరు వెళ్ళిపోతారు 10 మందిలో, ఉండలేరు వాళ్ళు. బికాస్ బయట అట్రాక్షన్, బయట ఇదిగా ఉంటుంది వాళ్ళకి. తర్వాత రియలైజ్ అవుతుంది, మళ్ళీ వస్తాడు. దిస్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్. కొంతమంది ఆఫ్ విత్ ఇట్, దే విల్ నెవర్ లుక్ ది అదర్ సైడ్. వెనకాల చూడరు, ముందుకు వెళ్ళిపోతూ ఉంటారు ధ్యానం చేసుకొని, గురు కృప. తమాషా ఏంటంటే కొంతమంది వస్తారు బాబా అవుట్ ఆఫ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఇది అయితే ఇంకొక వేవ్ విల్ అటాక్ దెమ్. వాట్ ఈస్ దేర్ వేవ్? దేర్ రిలేటివ్స్. ఆ తమాషా చూడాలి మీరు. మై గాడ్, ఒక అబ్బాయి వచ్చాడు, ఇంకా ఉన్నాడు, ఈజ్ విత్ అస్, అవర్ బ్రదర్, న్యూ యంగ్ ఫెలో, వెరీ ఇన్నోసెంట్ ఫెలో, వెరీ నైస్ ఫెలో. వచ్చారండి ఒక బెటాలియన్ వాళ్ళ ఊరు నుంచి, కొట్టి తిట్టి తన్ని, ఆల్మోస్ట్ దే వర్ అబౌట్ టు టై హిమ్ అప్ అండ్ పుట్ ఇన్ ఎ వ్యాన్ అండ్ కిడ్నాప్ హిమ్. అంతవరకు మై గాడ్, ఎంత వాళ్ళ గ్రీడ్. కులభ్రష్టుడు, కులముని నాశనం చేస్తున్నాడు. అబ్బా, వీళ్ళేం చేస్తున్నారు? ఏమి డైలాగులు, ఏ సినిమా యాక్టర్ చేయడు ఇలాగా. తంతున్నారా అండి? ఏమిటి? హి హాజ్ డిసైడెడ్, నాకు వద్దు మెషిన్, నాకు వద్దు పెళ్లి పేరెంటాలు. ఓహ్, బికేమ్ 2 hours మహాయుద్ధం. ఫైనలీ పోలీస్ హ్యాడ్ టు కమ్ అండ్ క్రియేట్ ఎ డ్రామా, టేక్ హిమ్ టు ద స్టేషన్, ఆస్క్ హిమ్, హి ఈజ్ ఆల్రెడీ 20 years old. అసలు ఏమి నీ ఐడియా ఏమిటి? దెన్ పోలీస్ వాళ్ళు వాళ్ళ పేరెంట్స్కి, వాళ్ళ రిలేటివ్స్కి ఒక లెక్చర్ ఇచ్చారు. ఇంత గొడవలు జరుగుతున్నాయి, ఇంత క్రైమ్స్ జరుగుతున్నాయి, ఇంత పిచ్చి పిచ్చి వేషాలు వేస్తున్నారు పిల్లలు. మీ అబ్బాయి రామకృష్ణ మఠంలో చేరి ఒక సన్యాసం తీసుకొని ధ్యానం చేసి వివేకానంద రామకృష్ణ ఆచరిస్తున్నా అంటే పుణ్యం కట్టుకోవాలయ్యా. మళ్ళీ ఆడు క్రైమ్ చేస్తే, మళ్ళీ వేరే గొడవలు చేస్తే, దొంగతనం చేస్తే అది పర్లేదా? పోలీసుడు లెక్చర్ ఇచ్చాడు, చిక్కడపల్లి ఎస్ఐ. ఇంకోసారి మీ అబ్బాయి దగ్గరికి వచ్చారంటే మిమ్మల్ని జైల్లో వేసేస్తాను. నో, ఐఎమ్ ఫ్రీ, ఐఎమ్ హ్యాపీ హియర్, ఐఎమ్ నో ప్రాబ్లం. వాట్ I've accepted the spiritual life, complex world machine. తర్వాత అంటాడు ఇంట్లో వాళ్ళ గొడవలు, వాళ్ళ హ్యాబిట్స్, వాళ్ళ ఇది సో రచెడ్. పాపం, అజ్ఞానం, అది అజ్ఞానం. నాట్ దట్ వీఆర్ బ్లేమింగ్ దేర్. వాళ్ళు అలా పెరిగారు. దే వాంట్ హిమ్ ఆల్సో, హీ వాంట్స్ టు కమ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రీడమ్. పక్షి వాంట్స్ టు రన్ అవే, సంబడి ఈస్ ట్రైంగ్ ద పక్షి. నెలగన్, డోంట్ గో, ఇక్కడ కూడా. కొంతమంది ఎందుకు రావట్లేదు రామకృష్ణ? మై మదర్ వద్దండి స్వామీజీ, దిస్ ఫెలో ఇస్ 24 years, మై మదర్ వద్దండి స్వామీజీ. ఎందుకు వద్దండి? ఐ అండర్స్టాండ్ వై ది మదర్ ఈజ్ అఫ్రైడ్. గొండు కోసేస్తామంట, జుట్టు తీసేస్తామంట. మదర్ ఈజ్ అఫ్రైడ్, డోంట్ గో అట్టాలెత్తు. ఆవిడ పాపం, ఐ థాట్ ఐ వాంటెడ్ టు సీ దట్ మహాలక్ష్మి. ఏమిటి ఆ మైండ్లో, ఏం అటాచ్మెంట్? ఇటు అమెరికాకి వెళ్ళి అమ్మని ఓల్డ్ ఏజ్ హోమ్లో వేసేస్తే పర్లేదు. అమ్మ విల్ టెల్, ఓ వెరీ గుడ్ సన్. ఎందుకండి నాటకం? సో లాట్ ఆఫ్ వండర్ఫుల్ థింగ్స్ వదలలేరు. ఇంకా చూస్తూ ఉంటాం ఇన్ అవర్ హెడ్ క్వార్టర్స్. ఎవరైనా సరే, యు ఆర్ ఏ డాక్టర్, యు ఆర్ ఏ కంప్యూటర్స్ అనలిస్ట్, యు ఆర్ IIT, మెనీ పీపుల్ కమ్, రెనౌన్సియేషన్. One habit is there right from Holy Mother Sharda Devi's time, early morning, these fellows have to do some vegetable dressing also. కొంచెం అవి హంబుల్నెస్ వస్తుంది. ప్రసాదం వండుతారు కదా, సో ద పొటాటోస్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ హ్యాస్ టు పీల్. బెంగాల్ అంటే పొటాటోసే. తమాషా చేయాలి, ఎవరైనా బెంగాల్ వెళ్ళా అంటే దయచేసి పొటాటోస్ మీద విరక్తి కలుగుతుంది మీకు. Annamaya kosha will become Alumaya kosha. Full of alu. Starch బయటకు వస్తుంది. ఇంకా 5 years you won't touch alu. You won't see alu also. You understand that? Then this fellow, one very well-educated fellow, he was early morning. He was group తో కూర్చోవాలి. They are peeling the potatoes. మా నాన్నగారు కొనుక్కొని వచ్చి ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాడు. That నాన్నగారు is a communist. What is he doing, my son? First he thought he is doing meditation. He is doing pranayama. He'll become a yogi. అని చెప్పేసి వచ్చాడు. ఇక్కడ చూస్తే పొటాటో. Early morning 7 o'clock. ఇది చేయడానికి ఇల్లు వదిలేసి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చావా? పద ఇంటికి. I will give you 10 kilos పొటాటో. తీసుకు వెళ్ళిపోయాడు. ఇది రామకృష్ణ మఠానికి వచ్చావా? బంగాళదుంపలు క్లీన్ చేస్తున్నాడు. పద I will give you 10 bags. తీసుకు వెళ్ళిపోయాడు. కట్టి మూట. Very interesting. So, of course, that boy came back after 5 days, after finishing the 10 bags potato. నీకేం కావాలో అది చేస్తా, నాకు ఫ్రీడమ్ ఇవ్వు. The father did it. The boy did it and came back. That means inside, he is really sure about what he wants. He did not come for show. So, Karma Yoga is a wonderful subject. One or two small live examples, then we will disperse.
There are 7 billion of us in the world today, and we're facing some huge problems. Awareness doesn't reduce pollution nor grow food. That takes doing.
I'm Manoj Bhargav, the founder of 5 Hour Energy. I realize we're making a lot of money.
He has cracked the Forbes billionaire list.
If you have wealth, it's a duty to help those who don't.
He is the one who is inspired by Swami Vivekananda and doing lot of seva to the whole world wherever it's necessary, identifying the needs of the people.
You know he's trying to save
See? How much?
the world, right? Yeah. Well, that's happening over there.
We're going to the Invention Shop, also known as Stage 2.
It is the most well-funded playhouse for engineers you can possibly have.
Our goal is to deliver products which can directly impact humanity.
Free
If you
electricity.
come up with something cool that's not useful, we don't do it. I have no interest. I don't want to be cool. I'm never going to be cool. Right now I'm concentrating in 3 areas: water, energy, and health.
The drought has left its mark here.
Some communities could soon run out of water entirely.
China, India, Africa. Now there's a lot of places around the world there's a shortage of water. This is the RAIN project.
We're able to take unusable seawater and turn it into drinking water in a matter of minutes.
This machine can do 1,000 gallons an hour. You create this barge which has a lot of units on it. Put it a couple miles offshore, pipe the fresh water to land. If you have thousands of barges throughout the world, we can address ridiculous amounts of people.
This is our program we call Free Electric.
The idea here is really simple. A person uses a hybrid bicycle. You pedal for an hour, and you have electricity for 24 hours. Billions of people. This will allow them to have unlimited energy, pollution-free. That's everything.
Stage 2 works on medical devices.
We're working on a project called Renew.
It's a product that enhances circulation.
Squeeze blood from the legs back into the poor body so it acts almost like an auxiliary heart.
Poor circulation is the basis of a lot of illness. It's not about treating disease, it's about preventing disease.
If you don't think through it, you just put up more hospitals. Now we're also doing that. There's an old story about a blind man heading towards a well, and there's a guy who's watching. If the blind man falls into the well, who gets the blame? If you're watching something that you can prevent, you gotta do something.
We'd like to change the world, make it better. It's a great experience to be with someone that could probably do it.
Manoj is driven by the fact that work is never done.
The world can be changed. It takes a crusader.
My approach is make a difference in other people's lives, not just talk about it. Let's do stuff. This project is going to drive me crazy.
You're already crazy enough.
So this is Manoj Bhargava for you. This is a small film, 3 minutes, but there is a 15-minute film also. More details, more interviews, more things, please watch. It will give you inspiration. And it does not do if it does not help. If it is not useful for the society, you will not take that project. So scientific, so wonderful. And himself said, what Swami wanted, I will do. I will fulfill it in the whole, wherever necessary, wherever there is a need, wherever there is an invitation. So that is the scientific way of executing Karma Yoga. Okay? Yes, one more point. These are our volunteers. We told them, you're not going to give away the packets. You're going to talk to them. Sit by their side. Feed them if possible. Don't just give and turn your face the other side and go away. No. Understand. Experiencing the experience. Who knows what is inside them, what is their pain, what is their difficulty. Sit by their side. Ask one or two small questions. Just talk to them. Feed them. Love them. That's what they were trying to do. This is a beautiful letter Vivekananda writes to the Maharaja of Mysore from America. My prince, this life is short. The vanities of the world are transient, but they alone live who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive. See Vivekananda's boldness to write a Maharaja of Mysore. He was like a chief minister, writing to a chief minister. But Swami said, I am telling the facts. They should know it. The ruler should know it, what they are doing. This life is short. The vanities of the world are transient, temporary. But they alone live who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive. O Prince, O Maharaja. And from very next day, the Maharaja opened the king's treasury. And all the people came and he was helped. He reduced the taxes. They are all enjoying. Jai Chamarajendra Vadiyar, Raja of Khetri, Bhaskar Setupati, somebody in Gujarat, somebody in Punjab. They were all enjoying the luxuries and facilities of the British. Nobody was taking care. Swamiji had to come and shake their delusion. They alone live who live for others. Okay? So 4 chapters we have covered. Next we will go forward with the other part next week. So all of you can think, if you can do some karma yoga, it will give you experience. If you come with this one, interest, and this one, we will arrange. Karma yoga meeru cheyandi. Meeru chesi ila cheste, what we are studying, it will be a good practicals for you. So those who are ready, after the class is over, give names, and all of you should do. It will be a test also. Test of your selflessness, time, etc. So on fine day, next Saturday or Sunday, we will do some karma yoga work. So that will add to your experience and knowledge. Okay? Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Yes, thank you. And please study again 4 chapters.